You took your time in getting back here. You feel fully rested, recovered, and ready to make another title run. Give us your thoughts on your return to the octagon.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm facing a great opponent in Kamaru Usman, but nothing he's ever been able to do in his career can prepare him for what he's facing tomorrow evening.
We know you're going to bring it. You always do. Dricus Du Plessis, Oklahoma City. Let's hear it for Kamaru Usman. A quick word with the former welterweight champ. Kamaru, you're jumping back into the deep end at middleweight. Give us your thoughts ahead of this main event and a big challenge tomorrow.
Yes, I'm excited. Once again, blessed to be here, to have the opportunity to compete. You know, I am who I say I am. And that's one of the best who's ever done this. And tomorrow, he's going to find out.
One of the greatest of all time, Kamaru Usman, Oklahoma City. Let him hear it.
What went into the decision to move up here to 185 pounds?
Just the opportunity. I like to joke and say I'm a money weight fighter now. So, hey, if it's up at welterweight, I'll do it. If it's up at middleweight, I'll do it. Shit, if it's up at light heavyweight, I might do it.
Do you see this path at middleweight is maybe easier to get to the title than it was at 170?
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say easier. I think it just fit. It just made sense. I obviously wanted the Islam fight. We talked about that, and I thought that was what was going to be next. But unfortunately, in these things like this, the company kind of has a big say in this, and they felt this was an opportunity. Obviously, I've been up here before and fought the former champion, and so this one just made sense.
Considering that Kamaru Usman was just competing at welterweight, were you surprised at all when you heard his name be offered?
Yeah, I was surprised. I knew he was kind of in limbo after the losses, of course, and then the performance against Buckley. I was interested in what's he going to do. I knew he wasn't going to go out after a performance against Buckley. But when I think he was waiting for that welterweight shot, maybe fighting Islam, which is a great fight. But right now in that 170 division, there was just too many people on long active streaks that are putting their hands up. And, you know, for him, I said this, at 170, there's nothing he can do that's going to be better than what he already done. He doesn't have the time. You know, he's defended that belt many times, the winning streak, that's never going to be again. So for him, the only way to do something great to add to his legacy is to get that double champ status. So I was surprised, but it made sense, and I was really excited to be able to face a legend like Kamaru Usman.
Your goal in this sport is not to be the best in the world. You're going to get hurt and you're wasting your time. When I started the sport, I always said, I want to be the most complete martial artist in the world. Every single day, I walk in here and try to be the example of a world champion and showing everybody around me, inside and outside the octagon, that I am the best in the world.
Training with Dricus, it's the hardest rounds I've ever done. You've never experienced a guy working harder than anyone else. That's what separates the normal athlete from the world champion.
So today is Monday, it is fight week. Just got our last workout done here at Onyx, and we're headed out to Oklahoma City. So I'm really looking forward to this fight.
Dricus Du Plessis versus Kamaru Usman. Why are we here, and why should you care? All right, I feel like we haven't gotten enough Kamaru Usman. I mean, I feel like that sieve got turned off a while ago, and I wasn't sure what Kamaru was gonna do. I was hearing reports of some pretty bad injuries. There was reports that like he couldn't step up on so much as a curb outside, and that he was doing a lot of his walking backwards. A lot of the reports coming out from Kamaru were pretty detailed, but they just had to do with bad knees. Then he goes and fights Buckley. And all the insiders, because we'd all heard these terrible stories about how Kamaru's not even moving around so well, let alone training and preparing, and he'd had a meaningful break before he signs on with Buckley. What's in this for Dricus? What's in this for Kamaru? Is there anybody that Kamaru can beat on a one-off that qualifies him for a championship? Because you see the problem. He did so well with Chimaev, and they're not going to rematch them there. If he now goes and beats Dricus, who was the champion of the world, Kamaru Usman's going to just sit back in a division where the king is somebody that he's beat. I mean, I gotta think this gets Kamaru really close, but not quite there. And I would think that this would shine very brightly on Dricus, but again, not bright enough. So how'd they get him? What was the negotiation? What was the promise? What's happening in this fight that I'm not seeing? It's right in front of us. We're looking at it. We've got all the information, but I'm not reading the board right. I'm missing something. Do I want to see Sean Strickland fight Dricus? Do I want to see Kamaru Usman fight Dricus? Oh, yeah. What would Kamaru Usman get for beating Dricus? I don't know. What would Dricus get for beating Kamaru Usman? I don't know.
It's Dricus Du Plessis and Kamaru Usman. Now, when you're watching this, it'll be Monday morning. Hopefully, my editor has gone down to Scotland. He's having a couple of days off, but I think he might squeeze it out because he's an absolute G. Shout out to John Brannigan. But I'm filming this on Father's Day, Sunday. I just got back from Vegas. I'm having a lovely morning. My wife brought me a couple of little presents. My daughter brought me in some croissants and some cookies and stuff like that. I'm off to the gym with the two boys. Going to have a Father's Day workout, and then we're going to sit and chill by the pool, maybe grab a bit of sushi. But Dricus Du Plessis versus Kamaru Usman. Can Dricus stop the takedowns of Kamaru Usman? Because that's what this is going to come down to. They both have power. Usman at 185 and having had a full camp, he's going to be very effective, okay? We've seen people jump up weight classes. We saw Alex Pereira trying to become a 3-weight division champion. So just that you go up a weight division doesn't mean you can't compete. And of course, this isn't 2-weight divisions. This is 1-weight division. So I think Usman's going to do great. He did great against Khamzat Chimaev, and that was on short notice. On the feet, I think I favor Dricus Du Plessis. He's not as clean as Kamaru Usman, but with the chaotic style that he has and the power he has, that's why I kind of favor Dricus Du Plessis. But still, anything can happen in a fight. Just ask Jorge Masvidal, because Kamaru Usman does have real power.